Are you playing Tears of the Kingdom and want to get some extremely powerful and iconic weapons? Well, within the game there are several unique named weapons that belonged to the champions of Hyrule. These weapons are actually insanely strong and have much higher base attack power than their original counterparts, and have hidden special effects on them. This makes certain ones of them the strongest weapons in the game without having to meet certain conditions which make them power up, and that means that they can be used anywhere very effectively to defeat enemies. There is a catch though, and it's that they can't be repaired, but don't worry because we have a workaround for that too, so you can use them until they're about to break and then not have to worry about crafting another one. And if you want to help us not worry, then hit that like button down below, and thank you so much for supporting us. So let's jump into it and get you some of these champion weapons, starting with the Scimitar of the Seven and the Daybreaker shield. First, you must have completed the Gerudo regional quest in the lower left side of the map. This will remove the sandstorm from the desert, which will make it much easier to navigate, but also lets all of the people in Gerudo town go back to their shops, which is what we need. To start this quest off, we will need to go to the shop which has a gem symbol just outside of it. It's the jewelry shop, and this is where we will begin. Talk to the person inside to begin a quest where you will need to search for the owner of the shop who is out lost in the desert. And this is where things get interesting, because we will have to save her by defeating a Molduga out in the desert. If you don't have any heat resistance food or gear, you can go to the Gerudo town armor store, which is locked, however it can be accessed from below. Go down the well just next to it and make your way through the cave and destroy the stone walls as you encounter them. At the end there will be a stone structure that you can ascend up into so that you can get in the store and buy the good heat resistance armor. The headpiece for this armor set can also be found in Karakara Bazaar, however an alternative is to fuse a sapphire or ice dragon spike onto your shield or weapon, which will also help cool you down. To prepare for killing the Molduga, we will want some bomb flowers as well as time bombs. This is going to help make the fight super easy mode. You can farm bomb flowers in the cave below Lookout Landing through the secret door and go deep down inside, while time bombs can be found here on the map in a device dispenser that's up in the Sky Islands. So now it's time to go and save the day and kill the Molduga. Head to the northwest of Gerudo town and there'll be a smoke signal, and you can also see it here on the map. We'll see the person who is in need of saving standing on a column and scared for her life. So let's save the day and lure the Molduga over by shooting some time bombs nearby it on the sand. This will grab its attention and it will then shoot into the sky and eat those bombs. The bombs will then explode and knock it down. And when it lands, it's the perfect time to go ham with as much damage as you can. Using a powerful claymore with its charged attack is a perfect way to take this out super quickly. So Gerudo claymores with Lionel horns are perfect for this. You can also shoot it with bomb flowers when it's above the sand, which will have the same knockdown effect, so use either one depending on your situation. After a couple of knockdowns, or one if you're very powerful, you will have easily defeated it and you'll gain its parts too, which are great for fusing weapons. But even better than that, we've saved the day so we can now finish the quest. Once you've talked to her, it's time to go back and meet her in Gerudo town again. Once you do go back, you're going to get a reward of 1 diamond, which is pretty nice. And then we're able to get her to craft the Scimitar of the Seven and the Daybreaker shield for the small price of 1 Gerudo Scimitar, 1 Gerudo shield, 10 flint, and 4 whole diamonds. Well, the flint is pretty easy to find and you can grab it from most of the ore pretty much anywhere in the game, including the caves that are at the bottom of wells. The diamonds might be a bit more tricky if you don't have a lot of rupees, because you can easily buy the remaining 3 diamonds that we need in Goron City. You can also find diamonds by getting lucky when mining shiny ore nodes, and from various quest rewards around the map. We have a rupee farm on the channel if you want to farm some money to buy this legitimately, however I'm sure many of you will figure out another way to get a lot of these pretty easily. The Gerudo Scimitar and shield can be found very easily in a similar location to where we got the phantom armor in a previous video. We'll be heading here on the map to this exact sinkhole. So fly over here from the nearby Skyview Tower and go inside this exact sinkhole. In here there will be some enemies to take care of, so do take note of that. But we will also find a chest stuck in the sand. Simply wiggle it with your Ultra Hand and grab the Scimitar for yourself. Then mark this sinkhole on the map and simply run over to it. When you find the mound of sand where the sinkhole drops, there'll be another chest which inside will have the shield that we need. All that's left after getting these is to run or fast travel back and trade in these items to get this awesome and powerful weapon and shield for yourself. The shield looks super flashy with its embedded gemstones, but the Scimitar is incredible because it has a great base damage, but also the hidden Gerudo weapon perk of Strong Fusion, which doubles the damage of any fused material on it. This means we can fuse Lionel horns onto it to make it a powerhouse of a weapon that can be used at any time. The weapon will break though, and in the event that it does, you can buy another one at the same NPC for 5 flint, 3 more diamonds, and 1 Gerudo Scimitar. But there's actually a better way to do this because it can be repaired. The weapon as a base cannot be repaired, but if you destroy your fused material on it, then fuse the Scimitar of the 7 onto another weapon, that weapon can then be repaired at the Octoroks around Goron City. You can then take it to Tarry Town to the NPC that breaks weapons apart. Doing this will give you back the base weapon and your Scimitar of the 7, which has then been fully repaired from the Octorok earlier on. So you can use this tactic so you never have to get another one crafted again. Just save it when it's about to break and do this trick so you can repair it for yourself. But next, let's go over how to get the Great Eagle Bow. This powerful bow is one of the best in the game for Link. It has the unique ability of having a super fast fire rate, so the draw speed is very quick. It also fires 3 arrows at once and only consumes 1 arrow, making it great for damage but also fusing materials onto the arrows because you only consume 1 of them. So raining down bomb flower arrows on enemies has never been stronger and faster. To get this, you will have to have completed the regional quest in the Hebra region, but it's so worth it. First, go to Rito village and talk with Tiba at the top of the village. I used a rocket shield to quickly fly to the top to start the quest really quick. He will ask you for 5 bundles of wood, 3 diamonds, and a swallow bow so he can craft it for you. To get the bundles of wood, all you need to do is chop down some trees nearby and then chop the logs to get the wood for yourself. For the diamonds, as before, you can buy them in Goron City or get them by mining shiny ore nodes that are pretty much all around the map. To get the swallow bow though, there are several locations. My favourite though is just northeast of the Rost Pro Pass Skyview Tower, so just mark here on your map, just south of the Talanto Peak. Remember, this area is very cold and you can buy cold resistance armor from Rito village since you will probably need it here. After a short glide to the marker that we placed, there will be a small bow goblin camp, and the camp will have a wooden chest in it which will contain the bow we need. So take out the bow goblins, and if you use bombs like me, the chest might have exploded, but the bow will be here on the floor for you. Now that you have the swallow bow and all of the other parts, it's time to go back and get the awesome champion's bow for ourselves. So return to Tibra and offer all of these items and he will craft the bow for you. And now you're kitted out with a powerful sword, shield and bow, so you're ready to take on all of Hyrule's toughest challenges. And the 2 videos on screen now we think you'll really enjoy if you did enjoy this video. You don't have to watch them, but if you found this video helpful, you're probably going to enjoy these ones too. And then tell us what you think after watching in the comments down below.